Hello everyone, my name is Prodasilaos, also known as Prot. In this video I want to provide you with a status update on something that happened last week here at my house in the mountains of Cyprus, pertaining to one of my two puppies, Oreeon. Let me show you, so the puppies. That one is Milon, the golden one, and the white one is his brother Orion. I've done a video in early July, I think, of this year, where I show the two puppies when they were very little, when I first got them. They were about the size of a rat, and now they are already larger than the size of the average cat. And of course, they will continue to grow. Orion is over 15 kilograms already, and they are less than 4 months old. Anyhow, here is the story. I believe it was Thursday afternoon. Orion got bitten by a viper, by a venomous snake. There are venomous snakes in Cyprus, and if left untreated, the condition is lethal. The poison, the venom, will kill a person or an animal. As soon as I noticed that he was swelling, I contacted the vet, and he instructed me to take the dog to the clinic right away, which I did. And the doctor treated the puppy and administered the vaccine, and then asked me to leave Orion at the clinic because they needed to make sure that everything is safe. In case there was an emergency, they would be able to act in a timely fashion and all that. So I was like, okay, sure. Plus, they would do some analysis of his blood and liver and everything to make sure that he is still okay. The morning after, I call the vet, and he is like, the puppy is not eating. Thus, you should just leave him here for another day. And I am like, okay, doctor, I will do that, but can I at least come to pay a visit to check on my puppy? And the doctor was adamant that I do not visit the clinic because it would be futile. Such was his thinking, that it would be futile for me to go there. It would be a waste of time, because what matters in situations such as this, according to the protocol, is that the puppy eats and then is allowed to exit, to leave the clinic. But me, I didn't like that kind of protocol. Me, I'm not the kind of person that follows protocols. I am the protocol. So I was like, you know what? I don't care what the doctor said. I will go there. So I found a means of transport, and I went there in the afternoon, and I showed up at the clinic, and the doctor was like, hey, why are you here? I told you not to come. And I said, I know, but I came regardless, and I want to see the puppy. And he's like, well, he has not eaten, and we need to play it safe, and we cannot take any risks, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I understand, but let's take a look at him together, and then I will reach my own conclusions. I will draw my own conclusions. When I decided to go there, I thought that perhaps the reason that Orion was refusing to eat was a matter of him feeling stressed by the fact that he was around strangers. Don't forget that he's a puppy, so he still has socializing to do around strangers, and in an environment that is actually like a prison. I mean, here we live in the mountains, there is nature all around, he is off leash all the time. For him, this is the real world. And then for him to suddenly be enclosed in that small cage in a room that smells strange, with all those things that I don't know what they are, the substances that the doctors keep spraying to kill the microbes and whatnot. Anyway, my point was that maybe my puppy is just stressed and he refuses to eat out of fear. So the doctor is like, okay, fine. He tried to convince me, but I was insisting. Fine, and then he gave instructions to another doctor, some young doctor, some woman who is working there, and she was like, okay, let me fetch Orion. So she brought him to this treatment room, and there was this desk, and Orion was on the desk, and I was allowed to enter. As soon as I entered the room, Orion livened up. He started wagging his tail. He was clearly excited to see me. When I went close, he tried to climb on me and to lick me on the face, to kiss me, as it were, basically to show his affection and, in a sense, his relief of me being there. And I was talking with the doctor, and she was telling me the facts of the matter, that they treated him, they did all the analysis and everything, and that he wasn't eating, and thus they had to go by the protocol, and again this protocol came up. And I was like, okay, I understand. I am no doctor, and I'm not here to pretend otherwise. I am nonetheless well aware of how dogs behave, especially dogs who are more vigilant and more angry and more wild, if you will, where they will feel stressed when placed in an environment that is unfamiliar to them. And I was like, long story short, unless the underlying analyses, unless the blood indicators or the liver or whatnot are showing something serious, I say let's give Orion another try with me present, and let's see another chance. I mean, not another try. Let's give him another chance to see if he will eat with me present, with me as the witness. By the way, now Milan is here, you see. So with me as his witness. So the doctor was like, okay, fine, the analysis don't show any worrying signs. The puppy is in good condition. It's just that he refuses to eat. It's just this behavioral issue. And I'm like, okay, this behavioral issue I think is of no concern. Bring on the food. And she brought some chicken and left it on the desk. I purposefully did not interfere. I didn't touch Orion. I did not touch the food. I did not try to serve the meal. And I was just watching. And I was expecting Orion to eat. Indeed, this is what happened. As soon as the doctor left the food on the desk, Orion gobbled it up. He devoured the thing. He was hungry, actually. And I was like, okay, nothing to see here. I'm off with my dog. And of course, we were happy. And then we just talked a little bit about the fact that we live in nature and that the dogs are conditioned to the outdoors, and that putting them in this highly stressful environment would not be conducive to them responding well to this kind of treatment. My point, which I stressed at the clinic when I was there, and I want to make clear in this video as well, my point is not to question the science. It's not to question the experts. I trust in them, and that's why I went there anyway. My point, though, is that there is a side to the treatment of animals, and probably it's the same for people, which is beyond medicine, beyond the underlying metrics that we choose to measure, which underpins the behavioral patterns we have, and that is the environment. We are creatures who behave in accordance with the interplay of factors in our milieu. And when the factors are unfamiliar, we are cautious because we do not know what to expect. And when we are among strangers, for example, we talk less and we are more reluctant to make edgy jokes, for example. But when we are in the presence of people we know well, then we are our true selves, as it were. We are not as cautious or not cautious at all. And the same is true for dogs. There is a widespread misconception in Cyprus, and from what I can tell, it is international. It exists elsewhere, which is that dogs do not have feelings, they just go by instinct. And of course, instinct is a notoriously problematic concept, because then you can attribute everything to instinct, at which point it's a meaningless word. But anyway, assuming that we can disambiguate emotions and instinct, I say that dogs have emotions. They have a full spectrum of emotion, a full range of emotions, including vanity. They have all the emotions that people have, including vanity. And you see that in their behavioral patterns is pretty clear. Those who think that dogs don't have emotions have simply not paid attention to their dogs. Like, I cannot see how else you can reach that conclusion. Like, if you spend even a few hours with a dog and you are attentive to what they are doing, it's clear that they have emotions. More so if you have more than one dog and then you see the intercanine dynamics. There it's pretty obvious that what is happening is underpinned by emotion, and I must say, is very much like what people do. Of course, for us humans, we have this self-aggrandizing impression of the sophisticated animal that has reason and all that, which of course we do, but most of the time, in most cases, we operate exactly like dogs. And dogs in particular, because they are pack animals, they are territorial animals, and they are predatory animals, exactly as we are. Plus, they are mammals. So there is that. Anyway, folks, I got Orion back. He is in good condition. He has been playing with his brother, Milon, who is here next to me, as I already shown. Orion is a bit further away now. He wants to rest. And they are good. My other dogs are here as well. Raizu is there, and Atlas is a bit further away. They are asleep. And everything is good. Everything is back to normal. I had to cancel a few meetings that I had. I sent out messages to everybody affected. I am sorry for the inconvenience. This was a matter of emergency. I'm confident that we will find another date for our meetings, and everything will be okay. Thank you very much for your understanding, by the way. That's all for now, folks. Take care, and remember, when you have loved ones, whether they are animals or people, remember to also apply common sense and to think about the one you love, and to think about how they behave and what triggers them into fear and what compels them into action, and act accordingly. Of course, listen to what the doctors say, but the doctors are not omniscient or faultless either. So make sure you make a case for what you think is a strong hypothesis of how things stand. And if the protocol says otherwise, well, the protocol is wrong. What can we do? That's all for now, folks. Thank you very much for your attention. Take care, and goodbye from my side.